What's going on, everybody? KingofDragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Medicom Toys Mafex Superman from the Return of Superman series. And so here we have the Mafex Return of Superman posed and out of the packaging. Before we take a look at the figure, let's actually run through his accessories. Superman does come with two different head sculpts. We do get the stern expression that he has on him right now. Then we do get a grimacing expression. Superman also comes with several sets of hands. We do get a pair of fists, a pair of relaxed hands, a pair of flat palmed hands, a pair of splayed open hands, and then a pair of hands for holding a cape, which he doesn't have. Superman also does come with the silver boots, which look really nice. I do like the paint on these, and he does get the thrust effects for those silver boots. Other than that, Superman here doesn't come with anything else. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually take a closer look at Superman. And so here we have a closer look at Superman, and I have to say this is one of Mafex's best renditions of the character. There's a lot of things to like about this Superman. He just oozes of that 90s style, and I absolutely love it. Now, for those of you who don't know, this is what Superman wore during the Reign of Superman series, or the Death of Superman arc, where he died. The Reign of Superman happened, and then the Return of Superman was a final arc, and we do have this suit, which it's done very nicely. I love the way that Mafex was able to do this. It looks like he just jumped right out of the comics. From the way they sculpted the face, it is a very, very good Superman sculpt. I mean, we've seen some pretty good comic book Superman sculpts from like DC Collectibles, McFarlane. This right here is one of the best, if not the best representations of the mullet Superman, and it looks very good. It even has a little curly Q that he is known for. His eyebrows are still a little bit on the blue side, which is a little bit unfortunate. I would have liked that to be black. He does have his signature blue eyes, which look very good. And then we do have the mullet, which he was rocking as soon as he came back. He was sporting the mullet, which looks very nice on this figure. The hair could use a little bit of shading. I think it has a little bit of blue in it, but a little more shading would have been nice, just to highlight some of it and just to give it more of that comic book feel. But yeah, in terms of overall looks, one of the best interpretations of the regeneration suit Superman. So having a look at the rest of his outfit, there's really not much to say, but there's a lot to talk about. For starters, we'll get this one out of the way. Absolutely love this S-shield. The way it catches the light and the silver on it, it is just very, very good, and Mafex did a very good job of painting this. I don't know if it's silver paint or if it's cast in this silver color, but if it is, it's done to perfection. It looks great, and it's big. It goes across his chest as you would expect Superman's emblem to. So yeah, absolutely love this. That looks so perfect. And then as for the rest of the suit, there's not much to say. And looking at this figure plus the Hush Superman, there is some clever reuse of parts. At first looks, you think this is an entirely new figure, but he does have some reuse, which I'm perfectly okay with. That was a very good Superman, using the same parts here. I don't even mind it. He does have the same shoulders and bicep setup that we had on the Hush Superman, which again, that was a really great figure, and I think it's done very nicely here. You can see the musculature just looks absolutely perfect for Superman. The striations in his muscles are done to perfection, and like I said, even though it is reuse, no problem about that. It still looks very clean. Then going on to his forearm, they did sculpt a completely new forearm for the Man of Steel. As you can see, he does have the silver bracer, which is sculpted to perfection and painted beautifully. It's done in that same silver that we saw in his S-shield. Then we do get his hands. Now, the hands, just like his original Hush series, are the exact same hands. So if you want him without the solar suit and you just want him with the bare hands, you can use the Hush hands on this figure, but the skin tones don't match. This Superman has a more lively appearance in that one, and I'm pretty sure that's just because of how it looks in the comics. You can see right here the abdomen section is reused from that other Superman, which again I have no issues with it because it's a very good sculpt, looking very nice. We do have a new crotch piece right here for Superman. His doesn't have a belt, but it does continue all the way down to the legs, which the legs up to the thigh are reused. Maybe even the kneecap is a reused part, but then we get to his shins, and this is completely new sculpt now. His shins do pop off so that you can replace them with the silver shoes, or the silver boots, as you can see right here, which I don't know which look I prefer. I think for the rest of the review we're just going to have them with the regular suit, but we're definitely going to showcase these at some point. But yeah, looking really good all the way down to his little toe right here where it is painted in silver. It's just very clean. All the paint on this figure, for what there is done perfectly. Now, I think a lot of people would have liked to see some blue highlights just in the suit, but me personally, just it being this straight black is enough for me. It looks absolutely perfect, and again, really digging the mullet Superman here. Even though it's not my favorite look for Superman, I do respect the mullet Superman. So, with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get him posed and compare to other figures you may have in your collection. And so here we have the Mafex Superman posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and a DC Multiverse Superman. Here we have the Mafex Superman posed next to a WWE Elite Scale figure and a Mezco 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. Here we have the Mafex Superman posed next to a Lightning Collection White Ranger and a Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. And for one final comparison, here we do have the Return of Superman posed next to the Mafex Hush Superman. So with the comparisons out of the way, guys, let's actually move on to Superman's articulation. Now, Superman here does have the same crooked ball joint that we've seen with Mafex figures, where this does allow for more movement depending on how it is. It's a really nice joint. He does look up and down really nicely, although his upward movement is going to be a little bit hindered by his mullet. Now that just comes with the territory, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it still functions as normal. It does turn left and right, no problem. Then we do have a second ball joint here, which does help with upwards movement and downwards movement. As you can see, that's really nice, and then we get some really good head tilt there. He does have the Mafex ball joint butterfly joint, which does come out. As you can see, it goes back really nicely, comes down, goes up, so really good range of movement there. Then it's connected inside a ball socket, so that does function really nicely. Arm does go out to about right there, goes all the way around, no problem. We do have a bicep swivel working fine. It's a little bit loose, but it's nothing that it's gonna fall off or anything. It still holds its form really nicely. Double bend here at the elbow, giving us a really good bend. Then we do have a ball hinge here at the wrist, which does provide in and out and up and down hinges, as well as a swivel on that peg. We do have a double ball joint here at his torso, which does provide some really nice side-to-side movement. Crunches forward to about there, crunches back to about there, and we do get rotation. Then we do have a second ball joint here at his waist, so he does lean back, crunches forward beautifully, and combining those two crunches, you see he leans forward very nicely. Even better tilt if you do implement that ball joint there. So combining the two, we do have some gappage, but you can cover that up, so I really do like that. Hips do have that drop down hinge, which do go out about that far out, which isn't the best, could be better. Going up to the front to about right there, going back about that far. We do have thigh swivel up high, double bend here at the knee, going that far, which looks really good. We do have a ball hinge here at the ankle, which does provide rotation, as well as a hinge that goes forward and back, forward facing pin, and we can rotate that to have a true rocker ankle. And then finally, he does have a toe hinge, which looks a little off because you can see there is a flat part there, but it's that way on both sets of feet. So yeah, it's a universal issue with this particular foot, but it's not at all a big deal. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get Superman posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have the Metacom Toys Mafex, the Return of Superman posed for my final thoughts, and overall an absolutely glorious figure from Mafex. Now I know we had a look at several Superman figures in the past. This by far is one of the best versions of the Solar Suit Superman. It looks very nice. I absolutely love the paint scheme that they did with this. I know a lot of people would have preferred having some blue highlights in the suit just to bring out some of that musculature. Me personally, I think they did the right decision by making it an all black suit. It looks very nice, and the silver paint that they went with, it's perfect. It's beautiful. It looks so good on this figure. Everything about this figure just screams 90s looking Superman, and I'm gonna say this is probably gonna be the definitive 90s Superman until we get a more definitive Superman from Mafex. I know I said that about the Hush Superman, which I still stand by that. That's a really good figure, but this is a very great figure, done exceptionally well, and it does capture the look of Superman from the 90s. So if you're a fan of Superman, this is one figure that I absolutely 100% recommend you add to your collection. The amount of detailing on him is good, and the reuse of parts is exceptional. You don't even realize it's reused from the original Superman figure unless somebody points it out. And again, this is a very iconic look for Superman, and Mafex nailed it perfectly. There's been other companies that have done a solar suit or regenerative suit Superman, but I feel that Mafex has done it the best out of any company, and I've had a look at several Superman figures, and I think Mafex is topping it right now. If you are looking for this version of the Return of Superman, I did pick up mine from HobbyLink Japan, where he did run me about $75, which was the standard when you purchase them from the overseas websites. If you are getting him domestically, he will run you about $100. Now, do I see $100 in this figure? Yes and no. I think the amount of detailing on him is perfect, but if you can get him at his original MSRP, which is $75 to about $80, I really do recommend him. Even if you get him off Big Bad Torso or Entertainment Earth, where he is at about $100, I still think you should get this figure because it is great for any fan of Superman, and it is such a good figure. You are doing yourself an injustice if you do not pick this guy up. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and check out all my other action figure reviews as well as all my other Mafex videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it's in my collection, I'll gladly have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.